Well, we are super excited about this month's Fields and Farms tour. We are here in Meadowview, Virginia at a beautiful farm. We're here at Dreamland Alpacas. The operation began in 2007 with 10 acres and 6 alpacas. And as you can see from the picture behind me, they've grown quite a bit.
I was flipping houses and I had to keep taking days off to come here and mow. So we decided to get something else to help with the grass, so we bought 6 alpacas.
This one is Twinkie, that one is Flake, that one's Avery, that one's Penny, that one's Night Song, Savannah.
So they started with 6, then a few more, and then a whole lot more. Now they're home to 48 of these furry 4-legged friends.
They are all my babies, yes.
You know the stories, the personalities
Yes.
of each one of them?
Yes, and I can pretty much tell you their parents, about how old they are, how many kids they've had, how long they've been with me. They're part of my family.
Part of the big family that Debbie says she has always wanted.
They breathe out of their nose, so they don't really like you to touch their head, and they don't like you to touch their top knot, which is what you would know as bangs. And I think it's because they're afraid that you're going to go near their nose. That one is Snowflake, and this is Bourbon Bay.
Oh, Bourbon Bay, you're beautiful. Yes,
Thank you.
and they're all girls in here.
These are all girls.
Boys are over there.
Yes. You only put boys and girls together whenever you want them to breed. They're usually very happy to accommodate that.
They're living their dream here at Dreamland. Debbie and David moved their family here from Massachusetts back in 2002. They stay busy every day. They're feeding and mowing, building, and caring for the animals. But they say they wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, they're friendly. You shear them, you just give them a haircut, so you're not killing anything, and we get a nice product out of it. So, and we use every bit of fiber gets used.
The fiber is so soft, and it's so easy and nice to work with. So it's comparable to wool in that it keeps you warm, like how wool does, but it also is smoother. The fiber is smoother, so it doesn't have that scratchy feeling like what wool does.
Debbie makes all kinds of things like hats, scarves, and mittens. Those items and many others can be purchased inside this farm store or online. David says the socks are the biggest hit.
Once people try the socks, for instance, they come back and get more because it's a natural fiber. It's got natural wicking abilities, they're odor resistant, and they just stand up.
The farm offers tours to the public. Debbie says watching children interact with the animals is one of her favorite parts.
We bring in a lot of special needs kids that come here, and the transformation that you see when they're interacting with them is amazing.
They also have this area. They call it the Littles. For those not really sure of those big, tall alpacas, they can hang out with the sheep, goats, and friendly chickens.
And how are the strawberries coming?
Strawberries are all doing good. I saw lots of flowers on them. I got some ripening over here.
And it's a family affair here on the farm. One of their daughters also has a large hoop house where she grows fruits and vegetables, then sells them at the farmer's market.
I like working with my hands and being outside a lot better than I like being cooped up in a building. And my parents had the land available that I could garden on it, and so I just built up a little garden from there.
And now her garden is growing, and so is her operation. Working alongside her mom and dad and her kids, she says it just doesn't get any better.
It's awesome. It's so much better. Like, I liked where we grew up in Massachusetts, but the way of life down here is much more laid back and more family oriented, and I like it a lot better down here.
A farm filled with animals, a family filled with love, a lot of love. Debbie says there is just something about alpacas.
They learn hand gestures, they know their names, they know when you whistle what you want, and you can move them around by the way you move your hands. So, but they're loving and affectionate like how dogs are.
It's easy to see why David and Debbie are so happy here, although they admit never in a million years did they see this coming, owning and running an alpaca farm. But they say they've never looked back and wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh,
Very much so.
I can't imagine doing anything else. Really, truly, I can't imagine.
The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by